Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to talk about Olivia Dope. Yes, Olivia Dope, not Olivia Pope, and Joe Budden. I don't know anything about Olivia. This is my first time ever hearing about her. Once she decided to come out and let us know what happened to her at work. Joe Budden, I think, well, I'm not going to say that, but the only thing I know about Joe Budden is he had one song, Fire Up? Fire Up? Girl, I don't even know, girl. See, I don't even know. I remember one song he had, then of course he was on Love and Hip Hop. And then, he crossed over to, the whole gossip world. They be really trying to act like the straight dudes don't be on here gossiping. They be right along with the other girls. Hello? But anyways, girl, from what I understand, he has a lot going on. I used to always listen to his show, State of the Culture. I don't know what happened to it. It was him, a girl named Scotty, Remy Ma, and a guy named Jinx. And then Scotty left, which I wasn't surprised by her exit of the show. And then she was replaced with Ebony from Real Housewives of New York. And then shortly after Ebony came, I think that was around the time COVID hit. And I think they had a few episodes, and then that was pretty much the last that I've heard of State of the Culture. I used to watch it on YouTube, so unless it still comes on, it may come on. Was it coming on Revolt TV? I'm not sure. Anyways, girl, let's just get into this mess. I was watching Erica's video the other day and some other YouTubers, and they were talking about this, and I'm like, who is Olivia Dope? Like, who is this girl? Like I said, I know who Joe Budden was, but I'm like, who is Olivia Dope? Maybe she done came out and talked about how she was sexually harassed at her job. So I wanted to hear exactly what she said out of her own mouth. I went to her Instagram page, and the video is still up. It's 26 minutes. And she had her timestamps. Baby Miss Thing had receipts on when comments were made towards her. When I tell you Joe Budden, some of the things, I don't even think the episode is up anymore because I think they took it down. Since she made those claims, Joe Budden came out with an apology. I'll read the apology later, but like she was saying things like he said on air, like, and that's the real gag. Like I remember Erica saying, like the real that just lets you know that like people are just trifling. Like, for you to even say something like that is already trifling. But then for you to say it in front of a group of people where there's a recording going on, like, girl, people are literally recording what you're saying right now. And that just goes to show, excuse me, y'all, that just goes to show how much you just don't care. Like, I don't care. I don't care if it's a video. I don't care if it's a camera on me. I don't care if I'm mic'd up. I don't care. I'm still gonna say what I want to say. It's just not to go into some rant. It's almost just like the police. Like this one man said about the police. Like the police, they're doing exactly what they're supposed to do as far as it pertains to like killing black people. Like, you think they care about a camera? No, because they still do what they do with 55,000 people with their cameras up in the air recording somebody with their knee on somebody's neck. They don't give a damn, because they know that at the end of the day, ain't nothing gonna happen to me. And I feel like that's the majority of what these men do. And this is the thing, right? For people to act like they don't know what sexual harassment is, like, girl, because if I did what Joe Budden did to that woman, or not that woman, to Olivia Dope, if I did to Joe Budden what Joe Budden did to her, he would know what sexual harassment was. If I did what a lot of these men do to women, you would then instantly know what the hell sexual harassment is. Y'all just don't care. Y'all know exactly what it is. I guarantee you, if gay men started going to a job saying the things and doing the things that straight men do to women, they would, baby, a light bulb will go off just as fast as, girl, you can turn a switch on when you walk into your apartment, girl. Hello? Like, these men know. Again, they just don't care. If gay men started walking into a job talking about, yeah, like, you looking real nice today, Mike. I like how those pants fitting you, Tony. Like, when we gonna fuck? I've been wanting to fuck you since you started. I'm just playing. So you're not gonna try to get to know me in a private setting. If I said those type of things, if a gay man said those type of things to your man, to a man who identifies as straight, especially a man who identifies as straight, girl, all hell will break loose. Girl, we will be fighting by the time I even got the fourth word out of my mouth. So it's like, I'm sick and tired of people using these excuses of they don't know what sexual harassment is. Well, just imagine a man saying to you what you say to a woman. That's what the fuck it is. So anyway, she had all these claims, timestamps of things happening at 13 minutes and 48 seconds, 14 minutes and 34 seconds. I think she said they should speak more because I've been wanting to fuck you since we met. That's what Joe told her. Now, can you imagine a man saying that to a man at work? We should hang out more because I've been wanting to fuck you since we met. What the fuck? Can you imagine somebody telling Tyrone some shit like that at work? A man? Right. So now y'all understand what sexual harassment is. Okay. He called her a bitch. Girl. Joe Budden is a mess. Let me read this apology, y'all. Joe Budden is a mess. But the thing is, girl, we've been hearing these stories about Joe Budden and him pretty much been an ain't shit nigga. We've been hearing these stories. We've been hearing stories about him beating on women. And the sad thing about it is nobody cares because his platform continues to grow. That's how you know nobody cares. When your platform continues to grow, that lets you know that nobody cares, which is sad. And I think not to make excuses. I think for some of us, I feel like I'm making excuses. I feel like for some of us who have watched Joe Budden's podcasts or shows in the past, I don't think that's the first thing, which is sad, I guess, to say. I guess I am making excuses for us, or for me. Because I used to watch this State of the Culture show all the time when it came on YouTube. Hold up. So maybe I am making excuses for me supporting him. But I think that sometimes, being honest, like, that wasn't one of the things that popped in my head, and I guess that's still bad. But I think there are people out there who know, like, for example, like, like, Joe ain't nothing. And it's just kind of like, I don't care. Let me get this. This is what he came out with. After she came out with what the things that she said about Joe and what happened and the sad thing about it, there's a room full of people. And this is the thing, right? She had this, she thought that when she thought that if I go to work for this man, because we're at work in a professional setting, even though I've heard stories of him being an ain't shit nigga before, because we're at work, things will probably change. No. Can I say something? I think that when you are dealing with, especially men, especially straight men, and it's whether you black, white, Mexican, Asian, girl, mud, it don't matter. I feel like when you're dealing with straight men, or men who identify as straight, and they have, well, hell, even gay men, even gay men probably, but when you're dealing with men who have, I'll just say this, when you're dealing with men who have sexist, misogynistic views, and then they have their own shit, I think it's hard for them to, separate life from work. Because I feel like even if you feel that way outside, even if you have sexist views outside of work, if you got your own shit going on, like Joe Budden got his own shit going on, I think those views and that behavior starts to trickle on into the office or into work life. You see what I'm saying? I don't think there's a separation where maybe if if you work at the mall, you know, you may not have, you'll try your hardest to make sure that your work life or your personal life doesn't come into your work life. But I think when you own your own things or you own your own business, I think that because you think that I'm on top of the world, and then when nobody has held you accountable, it's kind of like, girl, even if they are saying that I beat somebody in 2010 or whatever year, girl, they ain't did nothing to me now, so girl, I don't care. So hit the button, bitch. If that makes sense what I'm saying. Anyways, girl, let me read this apology that he or the network, quiet as it's kept, girl, probably some white man wrote this. Hold up. So after she came out with her video, he issued an apology. Okay, so he issued this apology on May the 18th, and this is what he said. As a podcaster, it is my job to address topics and create dialogue around them. During the conversation on See the Thing Is podcast, I didn't handle the topics with the sensitivity they deserved. I recognize my words and power in that situation created an upsetting environment for Olivia. Upon reflection, both the network and I take accountability for this. I apologize sincerely to Olivia, her former co-host, our staff, and the public. In an effort to not further any trauma, the episode will be removed from all platforms. No, girl, you're removing it because you know nosy bitches like me was gonna go back and start, girl, hitting the timestamps of what she said. That's why you removed it, girl. Anyways, we support all women's rights to feel comfortable and protected in the workplace. We fell short of that in this instance. We support Olivia in her quest to heal, applaud her for finding the strength to share her experience, and wish her the best in all future endeavors. I'm taking this time to listen and learn. We have already begun to make the necessary changes to ensure this is a safe environment for all moving forward. We at the network endeavor to continue to elevate Black women's voices and create opportunities to have constructive conversations to impact change. And that is what Joe Budden said, or some white man who probably wrote that for the network. Girl, at the end of the day, Joe Budden, you ain't shit. You probably gonna ever be shit, girl. They been saying how your ass been out here knocking bitches upside their head, and girl, now you at work, girl, calling people bitches and telling them in front of a room full of people how you want to fuck them, and then laughing about it. And the thing is, I completely understand where Olivia is coming from. Like, sometimes when you are in that position, I haven't been in that position, but I think we've all been in the position before where we have been uncomfortable, and the majority of the people in the room are kind of like have that nervous laughter, whether it's somebody who made a joke and you pissed off at the joke, but you don't really want to like go off, so it's kind of like, all right, I'm ready to get the fuck up out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think that with Olivia, it was just like, girl, what can I do? I am a Black woman, and then, girl, the other Black women or mixed women in the room laughing. The people are laughing, even if it's a nervous. Like, nobody's saying, like, okay, y'all, let's just move on. Because at the end of the day, Joe Budden is the boss. Y'all gonna start, girl, like Erica De Niro TV be saying, y'all gonna start reading the Yelp reviews, girl. When these motherfuckers be saying, when these bitches be out here talking about these niggas ain't shit, they ain't shit in their private life, they ain't shit in their goddamn work life. They ain't shit all around, pretty much. Shout out to Olivia. Is anything gonna happen to Joe Budden? Probably not. Probably not. I think that the people who support Joe Budden will continue to support Joe Budden. I think the men who act like they don't know what sexual harassment is will continue to support Joe Budden. I think the women who act like they don't know what sexual harassment is will continue to support Joe Budden. Again, girl, y'all know what the fuck sexual harassment is, because if it was a man, y'all would damn sure know. Bye, y'all.